we need to have a serious conversation. So come closer. Okay, come closer. All right. Imagery is powerful. You have to be mindful, be careful of the imagery. You have to be mindful of imagery. And in a world full of images being bombarded at us, like literally we're being bombarded by imagery all day long, because words also paint pictures, right? For your mind. If I say mountain, automatically your mind is searching for an image of mountain for you to see. If I say apple, if I say food, you see it instantly. The reason is because everything is looking to have access to your sight. Sight, okay? Oh, Jesus. Because your sight is directly tied to what you will believe. Directly tied to what you will believe. The reason a lot of people have low self-esteem is how they see themselves. Self-esteem, confidence is tied to how you see yourself, right? And in order for you to do anything in this life, the image you see of yourself has to change. So the enemy is not after all of this that you people think it's after. No, it's not. It's after your sight, what you see. What you see. And what you see on the daily matters. It matters. I don't care what anybody says. It matters. It determines, literally determines your life. You have to take it seriously. Stop ingesting nonsense. Put your phone down sometimes. Unsubscribe. I'm telling you guys this because I feel like I've been on this bed. Unsubscribe. Unsubscribe from theories that have nothing to do with you. It's not where you're going. Where are you trying to go in life, right? Subscribe. Easiest way said, people that work in banks are so used to seeing money, okay? They're so used to being around money, that the day that they touch a fake like this, they can tell you what a fake is. They don't need a whole course in counterfeit. They know how it feels. They know how it looks. Why? They've been around the real deal the entire time. And so the day to spot a fake, they know it. Okay? You don't get it the opposite way. You don't do it in the reverse. You don't sit around counterfeit and then have expectations for the real. It doesn't work that way. So whatever it is that you're looking for out of life, whatever it is that you're seeking God for, be clear on it and then go find the real deal. Have the Holy Spirit lead you to the real thing. He will lead you to the real thing. And then don't make excuses when you see the real thing, because sometimes we want it to look how we want it to look, because aesthetics is everything to some people, right? So we live in a culture that is very aesthetic to the eyes we want to tickle our eyes, right? And so sometimes it could be the fakest thing, but because it looks a certain way, we want it. Oh my God, what am I saying to you people? I'm trying to say, you need to unsubscribe because your sight is being damaged. What is being damaged? I'm teaching kids, 6th, 7th, 8th graders, right? That read a book and they cannot visualize what the book is saying because somebody, they read a book and they cannot visualize because their sight is being tampered with. When you sit down all the time and somebody is bombarding you with imagery, think about it. I was having this conversation with my sister the last time or whatever and stuff, and we're talking about like how back in the day when we would listen to the radio, there were all these shows on the radio where all you could hear were just them telling you the stories. And story time is so important. You have to tell story time to kids. Even adults thrive with story time. but we tell story times now in video, and then we give you the image rather than you going to go figure out what the image is, right? So back in the day, you would be listening to all these stories or whatever. We especially like we focus on the family was one that we actually like listened to a lot growing up, and it was like Christian stories, and they would tell it on the radio, and the whole time you're listening, but your imagination is making up what you think the characters look like, where you think that they're going, where you think they live, what you think that they have. And that was important because it's a muscle. Sight is a muscle that if you do not exercise or utilize, you lose. You struggle. You have a hard time manifesting if you cannot see. If you cannot see. The greatest manifestors or whatever are visualizers. You come on now, you have to be able to see. If you close your eyes and you cannot see, my God, the devil is wicked. Oh God. What I'm saying to you is you have to unsubscribe from a lot of things. And I'll start telling you people the things that you people need to unsubscribe from, because honestly, at this point, it's oh my God, it's too much. It's too much. The number one you people need to unsubscribe from is cheating stories. Do not watch anything about cheating. If you're trying to manifest a marriage and you're trying to manifest a family and you're trying to manifest legacy that is generational, right? You cannot be watching or consuming content of like, oh, cheating. This one cheated, that one cheated. Ugh, what does that have to do with me? What do you know what? Oh my God. Purpose alignment. Do you understand purpose alignment? Do you understand what you carry? Do you understand who you are? Do you understand the God that you serve? Like, do you think that God in his infinite wisdom didn't design this thing a specific way? Stop ingesting nonsense. And then, oh my God, but what? Go find the real deal. Be around the real deal. Be infused by the presence of the real deal. And I promise you, you will manifest the real deal, not a counterfeit. Because you'll be able to spot it because you've been around the real deal. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Anyways, bye.